Hi, everybody, and welcome to Them Wise Girls. I'm your girl, Jada.
And I'm Nelly.
I'm Lala. Good evening.
Hi, everybody, and we hope you had an amazing week, and we hope you have an even awesome weekend. We're here just to give you some of our time, catch you up on what's been going on with us this week. So this week, ladies, I am exhausted. I had a heavy week this week. Work was a lot. I just was so exhausted. I had a conference today via Zoom all day. In between that, I was sending emails, answering emails. I'm just so tired. Like, all I could do after I got off today was get in my bed and lay down for a couple of minutes because I did not want to do anything. I was exhausted. How was your week? How did it go for you guys? What did you guys do? Did you have a stressful week like I did?
Jade, I feel you on the tiredness. I don't know, it's because I've been at home for 7 months, but when I'm going back to work, your sleep schedule is off. So now I have to get up really early and go to work and come home and go to bed and get my body back in a schedule, and it's kicking my butt. I think yesterday I was really feeling it. Like I got home and I was just exhausted. My head was hurting, my feet was hurting. Yeah, I needed to just rest. And when I came home, I literally took a shower, ate, and went to bed. I go to bed now like 8 o'clock, maybe 9. The latest is 10. So yeah, it was a tiring week this week.
It was.
I feel just like you ladies. It's just exhausting. Yeah, right now I'm on partial work schedule, but working 2 days and then being home for 3 days out of the week with my toddler is just difficult because you know that she is an energizer bunny. She just keeps going and going and going. She doesn't take naps anymore. They're very few and far in between. So I am exhausted as well. And like you now, I just have no schedule. I have a schedule on Sunday nights and Tuesday nights, but then Monday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, I find that my mind is just racing because of the anxiety of everything going on in the world, and I can't go to sleep. So what I do is I surf the net, I read, um, I look at different things going on in the world. Like I just cannot go to sleep early. I basically fall asleep with my eyes batting because I can no longer read. And then I'm like, okay, let me put the book down. Let me put the phone down. Let me close the computer, you know?
That's me. That's me all week. Like at nighttime, I come alive. Like
Yep.
I got all this energy. I'm
Yep.
up. I'm like, yes, let me watch The King of Queens. I've seen all the episodes. It's like I'm watching it for the first time. I'm like, Lauren, I'm surfing the net, going, planning my next vacation mentally. Who knows when that will ever take place? I'm doing like 10,000 things at night. I start cleaning my room. I just do random things. And so today I was like, not even today, I think it was yesterday. I was like, you know what? Let me text my therapist and let me make an appointment because I need to take care of my mental health because I'm not feeling too great today. And so I said, let me go ahead and make my appointment. And I have my appointment coming up soon. And it is just so great. Like, he's honestly my BFF in my head. And I don't think so. Knows he's my BFF. But he's like my BFF. I've been going to him since I was about 15 years old. I'm not going to tell you how old I am now because that's none of your business. But
a lady never tells.
No, she does.
Just know he's been around for a long time. And sometimes I think a lot of people think that you go into therapy, something's wrong with you, you're crazy, you're this. We all got a little bit of crazy in us. But it's just sometimes you just need to speak to somebody who doesn't even know you, but they're able to give you advice and help you think certain things out that you might not can do on your own. And so I appreciate going to therapy for that because I love it. When I finish with my session, honey, I'm like a new woman. I'm like, yes, I could conquer the world.
Yeah.
And then that one small thing that happens, I'm like, I can't conquer the world. So I love it. It's great for me. You know, I've been through certain things in my life where I find that it is very therapeutic for me to continue to go to therapy and to, you know, receive that help. Because, you know, everybody has triggers from things that happen in their life, things that trigger them, that make them sad or anxious or worried. And, you know, you got to learn how to work through those triggers. So I enjoy going to therapy. And it's just, I look forward to my appointments whenever I make them. And I just think it's important that people understand it's okay. It's okay to go and speak to someone.
Okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. So, have you ladies ever gone to therapy? Because I don't think I've ever shared that with you guys until recently. In quarantine, I told you all that I was seeing someone, or you've known me all my life, and I've never shared that with you. Not that I was ashamed, but it's just something that I hold very close to me because it's my safe space, you know, and I want to know. And I just, because we keep it real on here, have you girls ever gone or thought about going to see somebody, and what are your thoughts on it?
I've never gone to anyone, but I feel like you said, when you go through certain things in your life, you do have triggers, you do have moments, you have memories, and I do think you are allowed to talk to someone about those issues that you have, that you want to work out, because you can't grow and become this better person when you have all this stuff on top of you. So I think
baggage.
The baggage, bag lady.
Yeah. You gonna miss your bus.
Okay, dragging all them bags. But I do think it's, if you need to, you need to. If you feel like your mental health needs to be better and you need to improve, then go ahead and do it. I would, but I'm not ready yet. But if I could, I would, but I'm not ready.
I have myself, and I speak now because I completely agree with what you're saying, Chanel. One has to be ready to open up that window, so to speak. Initially, I was of the mindset where, you know, I'm not crazy. I don't need to go. And unfortunately, I can't even say it's just a wise family trait. I think it's a national, or even maybe a international problem where mental health is a taboo. Oh, the only folks that go seek attention with a therapist are those that are crazy. And that's not true. We all go through different times in our life where we just need an extra hand. And sometimes us talking to our family and friends is just not the solve. And for me, therapy, I really encourage anyone to go, even when they necessarily don't have an issue, because it just allows you to talk things out freely and have someone be a reflective mirror, so to speak. Because sometimes you think like, is what I'm doing making sense? Am I acting this out because of this, or am I acting this out because I really want to do this? So I definitely encourage anyone to go. I know that there is a negative stigma linked with therapists. You know, therapists are going to tell you what to do. They're going to turn you away from what you know is right. And yes, sometimes therapists can be detrimental, but there also are needs for therapists, because sometimes the things that occur in our life, we just cannot cope with by ourselves. So for me, I definitely have gone. I will continue to go. And it's been a positive source of strength for me. I haven't yet met that BFF Jade, but I have been with some pretty amazing people. In fact, you both know that I have a bachelor's in counseling psychology. So initially, I think the stigma for me was a little bit tainted, because I said, well, I'm not going to no therapist. I've studied counseling. I'm not crazy. But you know what? Everyone has a little bit of crazy.
It's so true because, I work with students, so I listen to problems all day, not just academically, but personally. So I hear these things, I'm aware of them, and I share it with my students and let them know that it's nothing wrong with going to counseling. And you have to be very, very careful because you want to find somebody who does have their best interest at heart. And I'm very thankful that I have someone like that. I've been with him, like I said, since I was 15 years old. So I have that relationship with him, and I didn't go to him consistently throughout these years. There have been years I didn't go, not because I felt like I didn't need it, but I just felt like I was okay, and I wish I would have went consistently because maybe I would have been able to cope with certain things better if I did that, as opposed to not going for a year or two, then going back. Now I go more consistently. I try and see him at least once a month or at least once every other month. But it's important you find someone who's really, really gonna have their best interest at heart, because some people, they just don't know what to say. You know how you got people working at certain jobs and they don't need to be working at certain jobs? Like, you ever go to McDonald's and you know the girl don't want to be at work that day and she gives you a look like, what you want?
The attitude.
I just want a small fry and some nuggets. That's all I want.
And the inexperience. You want someone that's going to give you the right diagnosis, the right order of French, the order that you made. If you want them French fries with them chicken nuggets with the sweet sour sauce, you want them to be able to give you
with a smile. Smile. So you want to be careful with the type of person you get with, because it's not easy to find someone who you could have that conversation with, because you're worried about, are they looking at me a certain way? What's going on? How am I feeling? And maybe that's, why some people don't want to go, because they haven't found that person.
Prime example, if you ever watched the Netflix show, How to Get Away with Murder, at the very, very, very end of, I think, season 7, she started seeing a therapist, and her therapist was getting triggered by her experience. So it wound up being a whole entanglement. He wound up doing something crazy. She wound up doing something even more crazier. And the therapist wound up, I think he either committed suicide or she did something to harm him because of all the triggers that he was getting from her. So you got to be very, very careful who you are speaking to. You don't want them to do something because you said you don't want that. So be very careful.
You always have to recognize what your triggers are, and you have to learn them. Oh, you know what? Such and such, this triggers me. And so therefore I'm going to remove myself from the situation, because if not, it's going to put me in that bad place.
Right. And you don't want people to go to their bad place, because you don't know what their actions are going to be in that bad place. You want to be mindful of that. And I think because I have stuff that does trigger me, I try and be very aware of those around me if they have something that triggers them, not to bring it up or mention it and make them, feel a way about their situation. And it's funny because there was a situation where I was triggered by something, and the person I was with, they didn't understand. Like, my friend really didn't understand why I reacted the way that I did. Because that's where communication comes into play. And we've spoken about this. Communicating those feelings will help somebody understand. I didn't. I just shut down, because here it took me back to a moment that I had that wasn't good. So I completely shut down. And sometimes that could really mess up a relationship you have with somebody, friendship, relationship, whatever. It really, really can mess it up, because you can't be open about what triggers you and what hurts you. And that's why you have to communicate those things with your friends, with your family, with anybody, and let them know these are my triggers. Not talk about that right now. I'm not in the right mental space for it. You
have to be willing to communicate that, because if not, I may not know what you're going through.
Exactly.
You may not know what I'm going through, and we may not know what Nell's going through.
Exactly.
So, very important.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know, it's funny, the three of us, we all have different communication styles. It's funny because we fight and we get in little spits, you hear me? We get in spats.
No spitting.
Spats where I'll actually get angry and be very verbal with you guys. And then
that's she. What? Oh, child.
And then yes. And then Chanel is she's the one that more or less internalizes, and she won't actually yell at you at that moment, but she'll take it in and she'll hold it, and usually you won't know that she's upset with you, but she'll be upset with you.
I won't say it. I won't say nothing. I won't tell you. I like everything's peachy clean. But until I mentalize it in my head, then I'll tell you how I feel. You're going to feel it. But I'm going to tell you.
That's so true.
And Jade is, she's one of those ones where she's like passive aggressive. She'll secretly be mad at you, and she'll do things that show that she'll be like, oh yeah, I'm not mad at you.
Exactly. Like, ooh.
And she'll really be mad at you. But I love you. But it leads me to think of communication styles.
Yes.
And we all have different communication styles, and you know, our relationships thrive based on how we communicate. And if we communicate ineffectively, well, then they just crash.
Yes.
Yes. So I actually found this article that touched on communication styles. So the 4 communication styles, which one do you have? And if you scroll down a little further, the article is written by Naomi Chibana, and it talks about 4 communication styles. So number 1, the analyzer, and there, as you can see in orange, the analyzer likes facts and logic and prefers policies and planning. The director, on the green right-hand side, the director looks at objectives and is results-oriented and wants to see productivity. The socializer in the lower left-hand corner is a motivator, and they prefer teamwork, whereas the relator enjoys change and creativity and is friendly and optimistic. So I wanted us to go through the quiz and find out our communication styles. Is that okay with you guys?
Sure.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So let's get started.
Yeah.
So Jade,
who's gonna go first? You want me to go first?
Yeah,
okay.
Okay.
At a large social gathering, you're most likely to talk one-on-one mostly with people I already know. When you first arrive at a meeting, you are usually early. I get there and save seats for everybody who I kick it with at work.
She's not on CPP.
Of these 4 personality traits you consider your strongest to be, I think I'm very compassionate. The statement that most closely describes you is sensitive and reliable. You know, we got these sponsors. Go to Macy's, get you guys a little something to do. Which appeals to you the most? That new and non-routine interaction with others. Taxes your reserve, so you quietly slip away when no one's watching. It does. I'm not gonna lie to you. When doing group projects, I hate group projects. Organizing the way the project is gonna get done. Which description most fits you? Hardworking and ambitious. Yeah, another sponsor, Weight Watchers, y'all. Most of the time when working, you prefer, I like to work on my own. I feel like I get more accomplished. Which is more admirable. Yes. Why am I advisor? Oh, I love somebody who could tell a good joke. Yeah, I avoid the person for a while. So I'm an analyzer. Task-oriented like directors. However, they are more indirect and slow-paced. Analyzers tend to be analytical, detail-oriented thinker types. They are persistent, good problem solvers, and pride themselves on their orderliness and accuracy. Often seen alone, they tend to have quiet, low-key personalities. I'm laughing because you guys know that when I'm around people, I'm an extrovert, but when I'm alone, I'm an introvert, and I love to be by myself. If overbalanced in this style, some weaknesses may show up, such as being too withdrawn, which I can be, rigid, close-minded, and overly pessimistic, which I can be as well. That is hilarious. Oh, I love Tina Fey. She's one of my favorite actresses.
Wow.
This is hilarious, but it's so true because I am like that.
So Jade is an analyzer.
I'm an analyzer. You know, I sit back and watch the scene.
And watch and scope.
So keep that up. Oh, it's gone. Forget it.
It's gone. I'm gonna go. Who would like to go next? Lau or Nelly? Who's gonna go next?
Nelly.
Me.
Okay, let's get started. So, at a large social gathering, you are most likely to interact with many different people, strangers included. Talk one-on-one mostly with people you already know. Use the opportunity to make important contacts. Leave as soon as it is polite to do so.
I mostly go who I know.
Okay. When you first arrive at a meeting, you are usually a bit late and try to sneak in the back without being noticed. Purposely a bit late, you like to get there when things have started happening already. Arrive right on time and feel impatient if the meeting starts late. Arrive early so that you can be ready and organized when the meeting starts.
I'm mostly going to be a little bit late.
Okay. You're going to be a little bit late and try and sneak in without being noticed?
Yeah, most likely.
Okay. Of these 4 personality traits, you consider your strongest to be compassion, assertiveness, imagination, persistence.
I would say compassionate.
The statement that most closely describes you is sensible and frugal, rational and quick-witted, sensitive and reliable, creative and fiery.
Quick-witted.
Quick-witted?
Yeah, the second one.
Okay. And we have another sponsor.
Macy's.
Which appeals to you the most? Taking action on a calculated risk, creating harmonious human relationships, discovering the secret behind a complex mystery, going to an exciting social event.
Going to a social event. The last one.
New and non-routine interaction with others usually stimulates and energizes you, revitalizes you if you have a special connection with someone in the process, taxes your reserves and you aren't afraid to let people know it, taxes your reserves so you quietly slip away when no one's watching.
That's a tricky one. With new people, I usually, fill them out a little bit, see how the vibe goes. Which one would you pick? Because I don't.
Which one? Stimulates you and energizes you or revitalizes you?
I would say two. Say two, yeah.
Okay. When doing group projects, which part of the process is most important to you? Creating relationships with people, sorting out who is playing what role in the project, organizing, or making sure the process of doing is fun and exciting.
Sorting the roles.
Which description most fits you? Hardworking, animated, focused, cooperative.
Animated.
Most of the time when working, you prefer to do your job quietly on your own, be part of a team, influence the team, be the leader.
I'm part of the team.
Which is more admirable? Ability to organize, ability to take charge, ability to motivate, the ability to make people feel comfortable.
The last one.
In terms of comedy, you identify with people who are heartwarming, funny story, tell a good joke, create great characters, tell a witty one-liner.
Witty one-liner.
And if a conflict arises, I didn't feel like it was this long when I took it.
I know.
Because you're reading it to her.
Your first reaction is to do what?
When there's a conflict,
Make sure
mostly
that
I avoid. I definitely avoid.
avoid the person for a while.
Yep.
All right, let's find out.
On the same thing.
No,
Oh.
you're a relator.
Oh.
Oprah's
Ooh, Oprah.
Ooh. You gonna be somebody, baby.
They slow-paced and indirect, like analyzers, but they're more people-oriented, like socializers.
Mm-hmm.
They are warm, friendly, gentle, and cooperative. They highly value relationship over goals. Look at that.
Oh, good at listening. Nellie does. She does listen well. She has a sweet temperament.
Mm-hmm.
She is very open-minded.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
She's loving and emotionally intuitive. Yes.
Uh-huh.
If overbalanced in this style, it can show up as overly meek and easily sidetracked. I don't think that of her.
I think some of these things you can be, but not absolutely.
Some of them, yeah.
Everything that they say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for this interest of time, I went ahead and took my own test or quiz, and I'm a director, which is no shock to anyone that knows me. So on this page, if you scroll a little further down, it goes through, if you want to go to, we'll do me last. We'll do me last. Go to thinker, because you're an analyzer. So thinker would be you. Okay. So for Jade, it says that the communication style is very
analyzer.
Yes. And it's right there. Stay right there on 3.
That's an analyzer?
Yeah.
Oh.
A thinker, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And then I know you would think it would be consistent. I'm not sure why they used analyzer one place and then
another one.
Yeah, they switched it up. I was confused. My bad.
No, you're okay. You're okay. So because we are so different, a lot of times we have great communication breakdowns. You won't talk to me, Jada. Nellie, you'll talk to us, but you really won't talk to us. And me, I'll talk to y'all, but I'll be
like, this is what I'm saying.
Yes. So for Jade, in talking to her and communicating with her, you want to avoid too much small talk and socializing. You want to go slow and leave them space to think things through. You want to be well prepared. And I noticed with her,
decision maker.
Yes, you are. But with you, I notice you are very well prepared. And if I want to do something with you, you're like, okay, well, what about this? And what about that? You're very much into that. And you like to put everything down in writing. You are our scriber for the show.
Yes.
I'm a little OCD, just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little.
You do make good on your promises.
You do.
Oh, I try to.
You do. And then Nellie, you're a relator, so she's right below you.
I'm a relator.
And so when communicating with Nellie, we need to be patient. We need to show that we're sincerely interested in her.
Yes.
We need to build relationship and learn more about her personal life and getting down to business.
Yes.
We need to reduce her fears by clearly explaining how a certain change will benefit her.
Mm-hmm.
We need to be predictable and follow through with our stated promise.
Oh, yes, please.
We need to be warm and inviting and focus on the feelings. themselves.
The heart.
And we don't need to ever push them into a corner. And I know that in the past,
because I'm gonna hurt you.
in the past, I am a pusher because I like to direct. And I know that at times this can be a great weakness for me. But in truth, you all know that I do it out of love. It's not anything where I want to domineer.
You do, and I
that's
appreciate
just who
that.
I am.
I appreciate that you do it out of love.
So if you roll up, we'll learn about me and why you need to communicate with me the way you need to communicate with me. So with me, you have to be clear. You often say, are you slow? Well, no, you got to be clear with me.
Needs to get things done.
Fast and precise. Be well prepared and provide solutions to their problems. And you know that I'm very on the go. We've got to go.
Yes.
Skip the small talk and get down to business. Highlight key points. Avoid going into too much detail. Find out their goals and provide options with clear costs and benefits. And then supply concrete data to back up claims of progress to show how goals have been obtained. So that really is me. A lot of times I blink and I'm on to the next thing. It's just, I'm very fast paced. My thoughts, my driving, my speech, everything. My relationships are fast.
Yes, you are very fast paced. You are very boom, 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 boom.
And in the group,
I know that's you. You're boom, boom, boom. Give it to me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So I have to have it right now. And that
group settings, I prefer to work by myself and then tell you this, what I need you, this. Everybody has their own place and order. So,
absolutely.
And again, this is who I am. It's out of love. It's not anything, we are who we are, right?
Right.
But I always enjoy talking with you ladies. I hope that you all can see the need for the viewers, the need to take mental health as serious. It's not something to shy away from. It's not anything that you need to be embarrassed of. If you need to seek medical health, what's the word? Medical health expertise. Professional, expertise. 2 out of the 3 have gone. In fact, mental wellness, unwellness is on the rise, especially during quarantine. If you feel the need that you need to seek out assistance, please don't hesitate in doing so.
Please go.
I always enjoy talking with these two ladies.
I enjoy talking with you guys too. It's always good to catch up. Even these moments that we have, I feel good about because it makes me feel good. It's like a good ending to my week. And I have a better ending than being with you two amazing ladies.
It's like venting. It's like venting and unloading. And it feels good. It feels good. Okay.
It does.
So part of my unloading for tonight was this. The Haagen-Dazs Spirits Rose and Cream
and that is good. I've had it and it is good. I've had it and it is good.
If you have not tried it, please go out and try it. Haagen-Dazs really does not need our branding. They make enough money on their own. But, we just wanted to share with our viewers, our friends and family, things that we enjoy. And right now, the 3 of us are on this. And tonight, I am going to be indulging.
Target. Lauren, where did you get it from?
ShopRite, Giant.
ShopRite, Giant, Target. Giant if you're in Pennsylvania. If you're in New York, Target, ShopRite has it. Chanel, where did you get it from?
I got it at Stop and Shop. And Walmart.
Stop and Shop and Walmart has it as well. So make sure you guys go out and you go get it because it is
and it's on sale for 3 for $10. Okay.
That's right.
There you go.
All right.
And in keeping in line with our tradition, we want to go ahead and feature a business before we end today's show. So with that, we wanted to go ahead and feature Mary Kay. We are getting up in age, a lady tells. However, we must admit it, and with that comes taking care of our skin. So we all love Mary Kay, and in particular, we love working with the one consultant, Miss Dianne Archibald. She is wonderful. She's very well versed about the products, and her website is www.marykay.com/darchibald2. So that's D as in Diane, ARCHIBALD with the number 2. So make sure you check her out. Feel free to contact her with any skin questions or concerns, and she's more than willing to help you. So,
and she's my mom.
That's right.
That is Chanel's mom, and she's awesome.
She is one of them wise girls.
She will consult with you, so you go out there and get you some Mary Kay, because we'll definitely be getting our Mary Kay.
Yes.
And we wanted to actually feature one of the lipsticks tonight. So Nellie has that.
Yes.
And one thing I must tell you,
keep the lips nice.
Called the let me get it right, Beach Bronze. So it's like a clear gloss with a little sheen, a little sparkle. It's really nice. It's not too sticky. It's not like that lip gloss you like, I gotta wipe it off. No, it feels good on the lips. It does not dry out your lips, and it's affordable. We like affordable.
Yes, Mary Kay is affordable. I will
and they stand behind their products. I must say,
they've
been in existence for a very long time.
So
they have really
make sure you go out there and you get it.
And you see that our skin is flawless. So make sure that you visit marykay.com/darchibald2.
Yeah.
Thank you for being with us tonight, guys. We enjoyed you. We hope you enjoyed the show. And we'll be back next week with some new content. We're going to tell you more about our week. And we hope you have a great day. And if you need any mental health help, please go seek it. There are resources and everything that you could utilize as well. So, Lab, please let them know about the businesses.
Please, if you have not already, go ahead and like our page, share our page. And if you have any comments or would like us to feature your business or would like us to discuss a topic of your interest, please don't hesitate to DM us or drop it in our comments below. Go ahead and mash that like button.
That's right. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good night and an amazing weekend from Them Wise Girls. Good night.